You know,
They don't
do
follow our
Takashi
rules.
think he is civilian?
No, I don't. I believe in his mind he think he gangster because he was taking care of the whole team. But I have to point out to him when it comes to that overall stamp, right? You was taking care of the team because that's what you felt you was obligated to do, right? The position they put him in, he should have been in that
Wait. Let me
position.
get this off. Jim. Jim. Yo, Wack. Let me just get this off my shoulders, right? Let me just get this off my shoulders to show you what type of nigga I am, and why it's still early. Let me get this off my shoulders. Jim Jones, right? He ran with the same niggas I ran with a decade before I met him. Jim Jones, the Dipset nigga, the nigga that was just over there dancing and shit on verses. Jim Jones was running with Shotty, Cafano Jordan, right? Mel Matrix, Jamel Jones, Roll Murder, Roland Martin. He was running Fu Banger, Fuquan. I forgot his last name, Fuquan, some shit. He was running with all of the cats I ran with and got his daddy for. You know what Jim Jones did? That nigga did not take care of none of them niggas. Cause when I ran to them niggas, Shotty was sleeping on the rug on fucking Madison between Tompkins and Troop. Mel Murder was on Gates and Marcus Garvey with his baby mother. Roland Martin was just doing 9 years. He blew trial. That nigga made them niggas eat shit. That nigga didn't take care of them, nigga. From Shotty was sleeping on the rug. That nigga was driving a 6'3" Benz in 6 months, living in a condo doing meetings with Kanye. Kanye was taking him to Yeezy meetings, board meetings. Fucking Matrix had his own, everything on his own. His kids was eating. Roland Martin came home to a new AP, watch, money, cars, everything. That nigga Jim Jones did not take care of none of his niggas. I took care of them niggas. And on top of that, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap telling John Mel, look, Jim Jones
Whoa.
was caught on Jim Jones was caught on
That's a
wiretap
fact.
telling Jim Jones was caught on wiretap on my case telling he was telling the fucking the big homie Mel Matrix, John Mel Jones, to go and get rid of my security. How you do it? How you shoot at them? They don't got no license to carry weapons, no nothing in New York. How is that nigga free right now?
Oh shit.
Pull up the wiretap of conspiracy attempted to commit murder. Why is that nigga not in jail? Yo, we gonna kill this nigga, bro. Yeah, now that's a fact. Look, trust me, nigga, trust me. The back door to his crib be open all of the time. All you gotta do is push the latch, hit it with the little knife, hit the thing, swipe it up, and push the door in. That's all you gotta do. Then we all go down, and you don't go down, nigga.
Hey, you heard
Yo,
that
but
tape
Jimmy
yourself?
not in the
Well,
room, so
no,
Hey,
don't
so
talk
the
hey,
about
tape's on
Jimmy
the
not
internet.
here.
Yeah, it's
hey,
Everybody
public
heard the
hey,
tape.
info.
Don't
hey,
don't.
6ix9ine.
But
Six
he
nine.
not here to defend himself,
Yo,
so I'm just
if,
I
if,
don't
if you
understand
think
it.
I'm lying, pull it up
Yeah.
on YouTube right now and
No,
let
I
it
ain't
play on
saying you
Clubhouse.
lying. I'm just saying
Hey,
he
Six
it's
not
nine.
here to
It don't
verified.
defend
It's
matter. Go
himself,
on
so
verified.
I don't know why we
YouTube.
Hey, yo,
speaking on
It's
his
six.
coming
behalf.
Hey,
out
wait, wait, wait,
Hey,
wait,
do
wait, wait,
any
wait, wait,
New
wait, wait,
York
wait.
niggas got
That nigga
questions?
right there,
Saying
Jim, my
like I
nigga.
don't.
Look, you a weirdo, my nigga, because that shit's on the internet.
That's a fact.
Up and be like, yo, bro, you gotta play by. Once you not loyal to me, are you fucking dumb, nigga? You want me to lay down for you, nigga? Are you can't? So you just gotta make me feel it when you see me. I'm just put it
And
like
that
Can
that.
I
and
But
that's
let
say,
me
what.
can I
tell
say
y'all,
A
let me
lot
something?
of
tell
y'all
y'all what
niggas
just
is dick
happened.
I got a
riding
question.
because
I
he
ain't gonna
came
let
on
you
here
call
I
with
niggas
got a
street
question.
niggas like
76.
that though.
He
Hey,
came
let
on
me
here with
tell y'all what just
76
happened, right?
followers and he got
Can
500 and
I
some
say
now. So
something,
Big
obviously
please?
mama.
y'all riding
Hey,
Just
some.
let me
listen,
tell y'all
Cole.
what
Right.
just happened. 6ix9ine for this new generation has just rewritten how it's gonna go. Now, I'm gonna be keep it real because
You
they're gonna look up and say, shit, do I do this 10, 15, 20 years and this motherfucker over here that did this to me, or do I just give them this information and go on home? And I really think my generation, they know better. You held accountable for it.
Yo, Whack
But this new
100, even your
generation,
generation, yo, Whack, let me put this out there. Alpo is from your generation and he in Harlem right now smacking the shit out of niggas that's calling him a rat.
he
Let's
right
put it
about
like
that.
that,
He
nigga.
not
And if
lying.
you
He
from
ain't
New York,
lying.
if you from New York right now and you say Alpo now running around Harlem smacking the shit out of anybody who call him a snitch, you a fucking liar, nigga.
But why you ain't get it back in the streets though instead of the court
Why
system?
would he
Right.
you
do it?
ain't out cold.
He a civilian.
I,
He ain't got to do
wait,
it.
Yeah,
wait,
he a
wait, wait, wait. So
civilian. He
what's the
went to
difference
go
between me and
tell.
Alpo?
He
And
George
like
Zimmerman. He ain't a
Wax said
civilian.
earlier, he know killers that'll still snitch.
Oh, I
So
know
Okay,
rats
wait. So
that'll
look, I got a
I know
question.
killers that'll kill your ass today. Big telling
I
on
got a question.
1,900 pieces of paperwork right
Mm-mm.
now.
Yo,
stupid
let me
dumb.
tell y'all something about me. Yo, let me tell you something about me. Look, when I was locked up, right? I seen this dude. I'm not gonna say his name, but I seen this dude, right? He killed somebody with a screwdriver, right? And probably in like 1990 or whatever, they caught him up for it just now, right? He killed this. He was from Harlem. He killed this dude with a screwdriver, right? I read his paperwork. He had a 5K one. No, he had a Rule 35. I think a Rule 35 is when you go upstate, the judge seals your paperwork, right? They seal your paperwork so nobody knows you snitched. That's when people be like, "Yo, give me my paperwork." Even if they don't got paperwork, they still snitch and get away with it because on their Rule 35 it says sealed in the vault, right? A lot of people don't know this, but I don't get into it because it's not my business. I know my case, right? So he got a Rule 35, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. He came back. When I seen him again, I said, "Yo, damn, this nigga back in jail," but they put him in another dorm, right? And the nigga said, "Yo, dude, what you back for?" Nigga said, "Yo, he just caught another body." But you know what them niggas do? They save information from the feds. They go out, they catch another murder, and come back and tell the feds the information they held back, and they release back onto the streets, nigga. The feds is all business with them. You could kill
Facts.
somebody, go tell them on something, they let you go because that's something they really want to know, nigga. There's gangsters out here killing niggas, telling, coming back, killing, going back, telling,
This
and
is a
coming back.
We
disease. This
we
is a
see that
disease.
on
Okay,
This is
Power
an
yeah.
too.
So,
infection.
If
as
anybody
let
be
me
on
let
the
me let me
defensive
hash
team,
I,
we
this
I
see
out
no
that
real
no
on
wait,
quick
hold
Power
on,
before
because
you
Fighter.
do
I
this
got a
shit.
question.
Hey,
I got a
one mic.
question. Six. I
Keita.
got a question. This is me. I'm down here. This
But
is
but
Keita.
yo, but I love how y'all ignored the Alpo shit, cause Alpo told,
No,
but
I
Hey,
didn't
none of y'all
ignore it.
niggas gonna call him a
We
snitch.
did not ignore it. So
hey,
look, I
six
got a
nine, check
question.
your text message.
I got a
Yeah.
question. Do you consider yourself a gangster or a civilian?
I'm so
This
glad
is a
you
two
asked
part
that.
question.
Come on, Keita.
Do
You
you
said you
consider
said
yourself
what?
a gang? Do you consider yourself a gangster or a civilian? And a civilian is a person that has not got put on a hood. So I'm gonna
Okay,
clarify that first. This is a two-part
okay,
question.
okay. You done?
That was the first part. So I want you to answer that part. Then I go to the next question.
Okay. I'm gonna answer it. You asked me if you think if I consider myself a gangster or civilian. I'm gonna tell you I don't consider myself neither. I consider myself the realest nigga in the fucking room,
Oh
right?
my God,
Oh
this
my
Now,
God.
now
nigga.
watch
Okay.
this.
Boy,
Now watch this.
Hello?
Let me explain myself. Let me explain
Nah,
myself.
let him
Let
talk.
me
Yeah,
explain
hold
myself.
on, y'all. Hold on.
I have never been in a room, right? I have never been in a room and never was been myself. Everything I took part in 100%. I never do something and do it half-ass, right? When I'm in a room, I don't eat if the whole room not eating. I don't fucking drink if the whole room not drinking. I don't do nothing. I make sure everybody around me feels 100% equal, and I do that with everything. Now, when people see kindness, they take it for weakness. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not I tell you right now, you ask me if I think I'm a gangster or civilian, I just think I'm the realest and people don't like the fact that I got no fucking no filter. Like, yo, this kid mouth is reckless.
I can
This kid mouth
respect
is
that.
fucking filthy. You know
I
why?
can respect that.
Look,
Nobody slapping
you
you,
see
man.
how I got the biggest numbers in the game? I sell out arenas. Whack know that. I sell out arenas. I'm not signed to Live Nation. I'm not signed to WME. I'm not signed to Carol Lewis. I'm not signed to the biggest agencies in the world. Why? Because I got no filter. They don't like. You see how the baby right now could get canceled on every show and it hurts him because he allowed those people, he gave those people that power to fucking cancel him. You can't cancel a nigga like me because a nigga like me never played your game to begin with. I
Hey,
never went to no award shows.
Wait,
You
hold
see,
on,
I'm
y'all.
the
Let him
only
finish
rapper.
because I got a second part to my question. Let him
Okay,
finish.
my bad. Go ahead, go
So
ahead, go
look,
ahead.
I get you. You do not consider yourself a gangster or a civilian, right? And I can
Yeah,
respect that, right? So
yeah.
my next question is the decision you made on saving yourself. Is it
Mhm,
because one, you're not from that hood? Two,
mhm.
because they snitched on you first. Had they not snitched and y'all all went down, would you still have made the decision to tell on them niggas and save yourself?
good question.
Okay. So your the first question was what was your first question
So
again?
you had already answered. You don't consider yourself a gangster or a civilian.
He's
Not like
saying
yeah,
if they
after
would
that,
have
after
stayed
that, after
solid,
that.
6ix9ine. She's asking if they would have stayed solid, right? And none of that they wouldn't have been on none of that bullshit they was on. They didn't tell on you. They didn't do all the kidnap, all the shit you heard on the wiretaps. Would you have still made the decision
Nigga, and
to
hear me
tell?
out. I would have been a fucking king in the jail, nigga. If they never hear me out. If they would have never violated me, I would have sat up and did my time because I would have been a fucking king in that jail. I done took care of all the big homies behind the G wall because that's politics. That's how you politic when niggas. When you locked up, I mean, when a nigga locked up and you free and you the breadwinner, you take care of the big homies behind the G wall. And you know them whack from Frank White to Magoo to all these niggas was taken care of. I was hitting their white folk for money, everything. I would have sat up and done my time because at the end of the day, I would have been living like a king. Everybody would have made sure my family ate to care of me. Why? Because I was such a real nigga on the street that when it was time for me to do my little time, my little 10 years, 5 years, and sit up, they would have made sure my family was straight. They would have made sure I was good. I never had to cook a meal, wash a dish, wash my fucking own boxes,
So it
drawers,
ain't even about
socks,
no
all of
your
that.
decision.
So then
So your
what now?
decision ain't based on. So your decision is not based on gangster or civilian. It's you wasn't loyal to me, so why the fuck should I be loyal to you?
Yep.
But I think that's
Cause there's no code and no
like
ethics.
who's talking? Who's
Okay.
talking?
This is
Crystal?
Keita. I'm Keita. This is Keita
Okay,
talking.
yo, Keita, hear me out, Keita. I know you got a best friend right now, right? That if she sleep with your husband right now, you not gonna keep being her friend talking all this
Nah,
shit,
she getting
talking
her
about
ass whooped.
yo.
Keep going though.
Period.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like you not gonna stand for that, right? So already remember, non-trade is not just based in New York. There's non-trade gang members in LA. There's non-trade gangster members in Florida, Atlanta, Texas, all around the world, right? There's non-trade gangster members, right? When I went against the code, when I went against the whole set, and I said, yo, these is dirty blood niggas before we got locked up, right? I already knew when the wiretaps came and Jim Jones was on the phone with Mel and Shotty was on the phone with Mel and saying, yo, violate this nigga. Super duper violate this nigga. I already knew I couldn't survive. If I was not going to be able to survive on the street, knowing that these niggas knew where I lived at, all this shit, right? Because it was already war. I already was finding everything out and I already had texted Shotty, yo, you a fucking snake. And he said, laugh my fucking ass up, yo, I'm flattered. You would think I would do some shit like that. And I went on Breakfast Club on a Friday on November 16th and said, yo, fuck these dirty blood niggas, fuck Treyway. I am Treyway. Treyway would be nothing without me. The wiretaps already released saying violate this nigga. So even if I would have sat up and did my time, they would have killed me in the pen. And you know how that go, whack. So it wasn't even about saving myself. It was more of a like, yo, these niggas never my mans. Because if I was your mans, we would have got through this and you would have been like, yo, I never did this. Da, da, da. But my baby mom already had confessed. The booking agents already had gave me the statements of how much money was taken from the shows. I already knew who kidnapped me. I didn't even cooperate then because I already knew, yo, we gonna leave it in the street. We gonna leave it like that. So I already knew I could not do that time. I was never gonna be able to get through my 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, 20 years, whatever the feds was gonna give me, because the feds handed out 23 years, 18 years, 15 years. I don't know what time I was gonna get, but I was gonna make through that jail bid. I wasn't.
I can respect your answer. Because to me, you are a civilian and you did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, at least you're keeping it on
That's
100,
just me.
saying you
Uh,
wasn't going to do the